So you both made your money out of property. Now I know it's the $1 million question, but how do you know when something's a good deal?
When you buy a property, right, most people, they buy a house at the market value and they wait for the value to go up. But what if the market crashes? There's a problem. So there's two inherent risks in property. Number one is interest rates go sky high or the property prices drop. So you have to manage these two risks. When you go into a property deal, you want to know from day one that you're making money. So how do you do that? Well, you have to buy the property at a discount. So if it's worth, 100,000, then you want to make your money when you buy it. Buy low and sell high. That's a bit of old school. Now you want to buy low and then sell low. It's not how much money you make, it's how fast you can make the money on the transactions. So once you manage all your risks, that's when you know it's a good deal. And again, due diligence, knowing areas to buy. And anywhere in London next to a tube station is a good buy. Yeah, anywhere near local transport, anywhere there's a Starbucks, McDonald's, new development being built, they've already spent millions of pounds doing the research. So you know it's a good area. One thing I used to do when I started, when I was commuting to London every day, I'd get the train map and I would stop at every single station and stay there for an hour to look at how many people would queue up on the platform hour after hour after hour. And if there were lots and lots and lots of people, I know it's a commuter belt. You don't get taught that stuff. You have to learn from someone to tell you who's been there, done that, got the education and got the experience to be able to tell you this stuff. Otherwise, you've got to figure this stuff out for yourself.
You talk about buying houses without money. How is this done?
Let's say you own your property and you pay your mortgage every single month. What happens when you don't pay your mortgage? The bank is going to take it away. So ultimately, when you think that you own a property, you don't actually own it. It's actually the bank that owns it. So property investment is not about ownership because ultimately you don't have the control. It's about having that control over the property without using finance to buy it. Rockefeller actually said once, the secret to success is to own nothing but control everything. So it's about having a relationship with the buyer. Because most people, when we talk about property investment, they negotiate the price. But when you want to control assets, it's about a relationship, it's about contracts, it's about the term. So it's very different from what you see on TV about buying property from an auction and doing it up and then speculating on prices. It's about relationships with the sellers because every house is for sale. There is a seller and the seller has a genuine reason for selling it. Some sellers are more motivated, some are not. But the number one rule in property investment is that you only ever deal with motivated sellers and do a deal that is win-win for both parties.